Centuries ago, India witnessed the rise of a grand empire, the Mughal Empire. This monumental era in Indian history didn't just appear out of nowhere. Its roots can be traced back to Central Asia, to the Timurid dynasty, a lineage that would later produce the founder of the Mughal Empire, Babur. The late 15th and early 16th centuries were a tumultuous time in this region. The Timurid dynasty was struggling, with various factions vying for control. Amidst this chaos, a young prince named Babur rose to prominence. His claim to the throne came from his royal bloodline, descending from both Timur, a great conqueror, and Genghis Khan, the founder of the Mongol Empire. With such a lineage, it was no surprise that Babur had a taste for conquest. However, Babur's initial attempts to establish his rule in Central Asia were met with resistance. The constant battles and political upheavals forced him to look elsewhere for a land to rule. His gaze turned towards the Indian subcontinent, a land rich with untapped potential and rife with internal strife, the perfect ground for a new empire. In the year 1526, Babur and his army marched into India. They came face to face with the Sultan of Delhi, Ibrahim Lodi, at the Battle of Panipat. Against a much larger army, Babur's strategic brilliance and the use of innovative military technologies tipped the scales in his favor. The battle ended with a decisive victory for Babur, marking the downfall of the Delhi Sultanate and paving the way for the rise of the Mughal Empire. From this significant conquest, Babur laid the groundwork for an empire that would rule large parts of the Indian subcontinent for over 3 centuries, leaving behind an indelible mark on the cultural, architectural, and political landscape of India. Thus, with Babur's victory over Ibrahim Lodi at the Battle of Panipat, the Mughal era began. No discussion of the Mughal Empire would be complete without a tribute to Akbar the Great. Picture this. A young, untried king ascends the throne at the tender age of 13. That's Akbar for you. His reign, spanning over half a century, from 1556 to 1605, was marked by an expansion of the empire that had not been seen before. He was not just a conqueror, but a unifier, bringing vast swathes of India under a single rule. Akbar was a visionary. He realized that the strength of his empire lay not just in the vastness of its territories, but in the effectiveness of its administration. Streamlining the complex system of governance, he introduced reforms that brought efficiency and accountability, making him a beloved ruler among his subjects. But what set Akbar apart was not just his military prowess or administrative acumen. It was his broad-mindedness, his acceptance of diversity, and his policies of religious tolerance. In an era marked by religious conflict, Akbar was a beacon of hope. He abolished the jizya, a tax levied on non-Muslims, and encouraged interfaith discussions in his court, creating an atmosphere of mutual respect and understanding. This was Akbar's Sul-e-Kul, or peace with all, a policy that promoted harmony among his diverse subjects. His court was a melting pot of cultures, brimming with scholars, artists, and poets who found patronage under his rule. This led to a cultural renaissance, with a fusion of Persian, Indian, and Islamic influences. It was during his reign that some of the most magnificent architectural wonders were built, including the city of Fatehpur Sikri, a testament to his visionary leadership. Akbar's reign was more than just an era of territorial expansion. It was a period of intellectual growth, of cultural exchange, and of religious tolerance. His reign set the stage for the golden age of the Mughal Empire, a period that saw advancements in art, literature, architecture, and philosophy. Akbar's reign was a golden age of the Mughal Empire, a period of peace, prosperity, and cultural development. The Mughal Empire reached its zenith under the rule of Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan, the 5th emperor of the Mughal Empire, ascended the throne in 1628. His reign is often referred to as the Golden Age of the Mughals, a time when the empire was flush with wealth and prosperity. Shah Jahan was a benevolent ruler known for his keen interest in architecture, culture, and the arts. Under Shah Jahan's rule, the Mughal Empire was an epitome of grandeur. He commissioned numerous architectural marvels that continue to captivate the world to this day. Without a doubt, the most famous of these is the Taj Mahal, a mausoleum built in memory of his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal. This architectural masterpiece, crafted in white marble and adorned with precious gems, stands as a timeless symbol of love and an embodiment of Mughal artistry. But the Taj Mahal is just one gem in the crown of Shah Jahan's architectural legacy. His reign also saw the construction of the magnificent Red Fort and the Jama Masjid, both in Delhi and the Shalimar Gardens in Lahore. Each of these structures showcases the intricate craftsmanship and the aesthetic sensibility of the Mughal era, reflecting the prosperity and cultural richness of the time. Shah Jahan's rule was not just about architectural splendor, it was also a period of economic prosperity. Trade flourished under his reign, with the Mughal Empire establishing strong ties with Europe. The empire was rich in natural resources, and its vibrant trade in textiles, spices, and precious stones brought immense wealth, further fueling the empire's growth and affluence. Shah Jahan was a visionary, a ruler who understood the value of art and culture in shaping a civilization. His reign enhanced the Mughal Empire's global reputation, turning it into a hub of culture, art, architecture, and commerce. Shah Jahan's reign was a period of grandeur and opulence, marking the zenith of the Mughal Empire. Every empire has its rise and fall, and the Mughal Empire was no exception. After the death of Aurangzeb in the year 1707, the Mughal Empire began its gradual descent into oblivion. A combination of factors contributed to its decline, with weak successors and external invasions playing key roles. The first and perhaps the most significant reason for the decline was the lack of strong rulers after Aurangzeb. His successors didn't possess the same strategic acumen, military prowess, or political savvy. They were more interested in the pleasures of life than the affairs of the state. This led to the weakening of the central authority and the rise of regional powers. The empire was further destabilized by the frequent changes in leadership, as the throne became a hot potato passed from one inadequate ruler to another. Next, the Mughal Empire faced incessant invasions from external forces. The Persians, led by Nadir Shah, invaded Delhi in 1739, looting the city and taking the Peacock Throne. This was followed by the Afghan invasions led by Ahmed Shah Abdali. These invasions not only depleted the empire's resources but also shattered the morale of its people. Internal rebellions were another nail in the coffin. The empire was riddled with revolts from the Sikhs in Punjab, the Marathas in Deccan, and the Rajputs in Rajasthan. These rebellions disrupted trade, drained the treasury, and further weakened the empire's grip on its territories. The decline of the Mughal Empire was marked by a shift from a centralized power structure to fragmented regional powers. The empire that once stretched from Kabul to Bengal and from the Himalayas to the Deccan was reduced to just the city of Delhi. The once mighty Mughal Empire slowly crumbled, eventually becoming a shadow of its former glory. The decline of the Mughal Empire serves as a reminder that the strength of an empire lies not just in its military might, but in its leadership, internal harmony, and resilience against external threats. Despite its fall, the Mughal Empire left an indelible mark on the history of India. The Mughal Empire, known for its grandeur and sophistication, has left behind a legacy that transcends time. A significant part of this legacy is their contribution to architecture. The Mughals were master builders who left their mark on India with architectural marvels such as the Taj Mahal, Humayun's tomb, and Fatehpur Sikri. These structures, showcasing a blend of Persian, Indian, and Islamic architectural styles, still stand tall, bearing testimony to the Mughals' architectural prowess. Moving on, the Mughals were also great patrons of art. They brought about a revolution in the art scene of the Indian subcontinent, introducing a unique style of miniature painting that became known as the Mughal school of painting. Their art was a harmonious blend of Indian, Persian, and Islamic styles, rich in detail, color, and expression, and it continues to inspire artists to this day. Culture, too, was significantly impacted by the Mughal rule. The empire was a melting pot of diverse cultures, traditions, and religions. This syncretic culture led to the birth of a unique blend of music, dance, attire, and cuisine that is still prevalent in modern Indian society. In terms of administration, the Mughals introduced efficient systems of governance and land revenue collection. They established the Mansabdari system, a unique blend of military and civil duties, which had a profound impact on the administrative systems of later empires and even the British Raj. Last but not least, the Mughals fostered a syncretic culture that emphasized tolerance and mutual respect among different religions. This spirit of religious syncretism and cultural exchange has become a cornerstone of the Indian ethos, promoting unity in diversity. The Mughal Empire might have faded into the pages of history, but its legacy continues to live on, shaping India's rich cultural tapestry. The empire's influence is not just a relic of the past, but a living, breathing part of India's present and future.